It's better to be a leader than sit quiet, because you cannot change people when you're quiet and behind. Leaders have a lot of power. If people have failed to change, then you must be the change yourself. And if you can change yourself, others will be changed automatically.
They came back full of life and with the most amazing way of being able to present themselves. They'd done it. They'd sort of proven something to themselves that they didn't know that they had in them.
Another thing within leadership is something called integrity. If at all you can have an integrity within yourself, I think you can become the best leader of this Uganda, of this today.
They knew they had tools, they knew they had the confidence of global grassroots behind them, but they really didn't have the conviction that they could do it. So your brothers, did they drop out of school?
Yeah, they didn't have school fees because our dad left us when we were still young. And my mother couldn't manage to pay fees for them.
So, oh my gosh, it's an issue that's really close to your heart.
Many people don't know the problems that are taking place in our community. But I'm going to be a change. I'm going to be a change agent that is going to tell them all the problems that are taking place in our community and what is their root causes.
We are being trained on how to go about like the issues we are going to begin. It's a change, and rarely people love change. So we need to be trained on how to handle change, how to handle the public that we are going to deal with.
Why children are dropping out of schools, so that maybe we can tell them like the dangers of being out of school, so that maybe they can really get encouraged and go back to school. So what do you think we can like really do as community members to see that we bring them up in a better way?
Global Grassroots' mission is to catalyze women and girls as leaders of conscious change in their communities.
I can lead by an example, so I know I'm powerful, I'm courageous. Yeah, I can change my community.
I believe I can do anything a man can do. That one, I have no doubts about it. I believe I can do anything. Global Grassroots as an organization has again come up like to give us a voice to stand out and speak loud. You stand out of the crowd. You speak up, you step out, set your goals, set your mission, set your vision.
Okay, you're building awareness in the community. You're building awareness about school dropouts in the community. Your metrics is that people know about the issue of school dropouts. That's excellent. So being present is all about not thinking about the past or the future, but being right here, right now. And we know that that's valuable, especially when we're interacting with people, because there's nothing nicer than when somebody looks you in the eyes that you really feel that they're present and they're there with you, right?
I think men also need counterpart, which are women. And women are the most peaceful people I've ever known in the world.
Their hearts are in it, and they are speaking from their hearts, and that's the power of this work.
So Global Grassroots is working with two very different groups of women. One are young women who've just come out of high school. They're extremely vulnerable. They come from some of the poorest villages in Uganda. We work with older women who've come out of internally displaced camps and are rebuilding their lives.
You've done excellent hard work, and now finally we're going to give you your official grant.
There are women who have ideas, and they are very often the ones with the least access to the education and the training and the resources to even try their own ideas. This is really the first opportunity that they have had to take their leadership skills and put them into action.
They are the leaders in the community. They are the ones who are holding up the household. They're the ones raising the children. They're the ones who are doing all of this. They learn how to write a proposal. They know how to implement a plan. They know how to interact with stakeholders. They know how to go into a community and make that change. You're so ambitious. You're like, we're gonna eradicate school dropouts from the Cindy. I'm like, all right, Christine. That's your vision.
It's my pleasure.
Yeah, that's what you're doing.
Yeah.
Amazing.
I think I will continue with the rest of my life because it applies everywhere. My community is my community. Even if I go to maybe to another country, it will always remain my community. So I have to work hard to make sure that I change my community because it is my community forever. Yeah.